Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Witching Hour podcast. I am your host, John Roisland. And I just want to get one thing said and done out of the way before we get too far into the show. I just want to let you know that I'm not wearing anything underneath my clothes. With that being said, thank you guys for coming back. I am not necessarily doing a movie review tonight, and I don't have an interview for you, but I am doing something a little bit different. Tonight, I am doing kind of a flashback retro look at a film that I hope to God all of you have seen. If you are not seen this film yet, I am going to have to question your love for being a horror fan. The film in question tonight is from one of my all-time favorite filmmakers, the 1980 film John Carpenter's The Fog. No, this is not the original artwork. I do know that. This is an unopened case that was my father's, and I had taken since he has since passed on, and mine is over on the shelf behind me. But I wanted to use this one to show you guys. With my father being said, there's a story behind this film. And why am I talking to you guys about this film tonight? Not just a random poll, because like I said, everyone has already seen the movie. They know what it's about. So what's the sense in me talking about a review and giving it a thumbs up or 4 stars or 1 out of 10? It doesn't matter. The movie is older than half the people that watch this show. So why? It's not my top 5, but it is my personal scariest horror movie ever made. Now, you can question that, you can oppose me on that one or agree with me, and that's fine. What I do ask for you to do is during or after the show, 1, please hit the subscribe button down below on YouTube here, and then leave a comment telling me what your scariest, not goriest, not most suspenseful, overrated. I want to know your scariest movie. The one that makes you look over your shoulders or that kept you up at night as a kid and that still, to this day, gives you the creeps. Now, I'm not telling you anything about the storyline because you all know it. You should, like I said. The film does star Adrienne Barbeau, Hal Holbrook, Jamie Lee Curtis, and John Houseman, and Janet Leigh. The connection of my father with this. So, the movie came out in 1980. I'm dating myself on this one. I was 8 years old, lived in New York State, up in the Catskill Mountains, and we actually lived in Woodstock. And somewhere in between where we were along the mountainside, somewhere, I think, if I remember correctly, New Yorkers, help me out here. I think it was kind of near Kingston, perhaps. There was a drive-in. Yes, a drive-in. God, I miss the drive-ins. They were just so cool. You see them in movies, and they look kind of cool, and they were great. So anyhow, it was just my father and I. My father was a huge movie buff. All his life, he loved movies. He passed that on to me, and it's something that obviously, with me doing this, talking to you guys, it is something that I've held true to my existence. But there was something special about this night. It changed my life. It was a starting point creating who I am to this day. Reason being, at this said drive-in, it was a triple play. First one was the Scanners. We got there kind of late because my father really wasn't too overly excited to see it. We did get to see that, which was it was cool for me. And then after that was over, before the second film started showing, we went. got our concessions, came back. I hopped in the back seat of the Caprice. Pops was sitting up front, had the window almost rolled up because you got to put the speaker in there somehow, right? Right. So anybody that knows older cars, my era, cars then, front seats, back seats, you could have a family of 20 and fit 15 of them just in the back seat alone all the way across. So we had a blanket and a pillow for an 8-year-old. and there was still plenty of room. But regardless, so we're sitting there and the movie starts and it's The Fog. The setting, or The Fog, is a ghost story, plain and simple. It is about pirates that come back to reclaim their gold, a huge golden cross that priest Hal Holbrook had. Now, what's so scary about pirates? You think Johnny Depp? Why the rum? But these guys were in the midst of the fog, an illuminating glow that came in off the water and engulfed this small town that was celebrating its 100th anniversary. So all the town folks are there. Bzz, bzz. Well, power goes out. Weird things are happening. You can see it creeping off the shoreline because Adrienne Barbeau, who, as you know, played the DJ in the coolest goddamn radio station atop of a light tower overlooking the bay. And she's putting in all these radio distress calls and people are hearing it over the radio and they're all freaking out and they want she's wanting people to go check on her kid who's at a babysitter's house who is more like a grandmother. She's an elderly woman. And that scene right there. Oh my God, that scene right there when they come banging and banging on that door. And she goes outside, opens the door. Hello? And then turns back around. And then you just see ghost corpses of the pirates. She's gone. And the little boy, he's in his room, the door locked, and he's cowering. And all of a sudden, at the bottom of the door, you see that bright light. And you see the fog rolling in underneath of it. And you know they're right there. Bang! Bang! And as soon as they break through, someone breaks through the bedroom window, grabs him to safety. Needless to say, I had changed about 3 pair of underwear in the back of the Caprice because I had not only pissed but shit myself. The blanket was pretty much up to eye level on me as I'm also hiding behind the front seat in Pops' old Caprice. It is with that scene alone, primarily, not to mention the adrenaline of just the scenes with Adrienne Barbeau when they come to the lighthouse and the power goes out, but you still see that illuminating glow and it comes closer and closer and it just takes over. And it was just scary as hell to me. So here we are. My father passed recently, 4 years ago. Shortly before he had passed, I went over to his place and we did pizza and a movie. And the movie, of course, was The Fog. So the movie has a lot of sentimental value to me, like it or not. It didn't quite have the same effect. I only shit myself once. But it meant a lot to me that he and I were able to share that again. And John Carpenter has always been one of my all-time favorite filmmakers, although he's kind of a douchebag in real life. Sorry to say, and yes, I have met him, so yes, I can honestly say that. And I've talked to a lot of professional colleagues, if you will, who have stated the same thing. And it's a shame too, but that's a whole nother story for a whole nother show. So if you'd ever wondered, and I know most of you wake up and fall asleep wondering what my scariest movie ever was. And now you folks know. And now it's up to you guys to tell me what your scariest is. Again, stick to just the scariest. We can do plenty of other shows with goriest and whatever you guys want. You guys shoot me a message, tell me to do what show you want to see, and I will do it. With that being said, anybody interested in helping me out, as you can see, I'm a little bit dark back here. I'm not real good on lighting. I do have my light ring up there, but I want to light up behind me. Anybody got some ideas, some tips? Anybody work for somebody like that and they want to actually help sponsor me and help me design and build a studio? Free advertisement. Just saying, I'll make you famous. But anyhow, any help would always be great. With that, the support from you guys has been overwhelming. Ever since I've started doing a podcast, I do have a little bit of merchandise I'm trying to work on presently. I do have the stickers with QR code that'll lead you right back to my show. So if you really want to help support me, you put one of them some bitches on the back side of your car. Somebody walks by and says, I wonder what that is. Takes a picture. Boom, they're right there. It's a 2-for-1, and I really appreciate that from you guys. So anyhow, hit me up. I've got stickers available. I have beer mugs available, and if you see any of my designs that you really like and think, man, that would look really cool on a t-shirt or a hoodie or even a backpack or a roll of toilet paper, I don't care. Let me know. Let me know what you want. Let me know which one it is, because I can make that happen for you. So anyhow, I appreciate you guys sticking around. I really do. Hope you had fun tonight. I've enjoyed telling you guys what my favorite scary movie is, and also letting you in on a little bit about me and the relationship that I had with my father, because it really meant a lot to me. It's very personal, and I'm sharing that with you guys. I do this as a labor of love. I truly do. I've got a lot of great shows coming up, more reviews. I've got some awesome interviews coming up, one of which is the producer of my show, Tony Hack Covington, my baby brother, the sexiest man in all of Knoxville, Tennessee, who has just been indicted. Is that the right word? I don't know. He is now officially a member of the official Horror Host Hall of Fame. My little brother's been doing this for 20 years, blood, sweat, and a lot of tears. And I'm very, very proud of him. So do yourself a favor, please check him out on social media and show him a thumbs up and give him some support. But with that being said, I do have a lot of other great interviews coming up. Follow me on, where am I on? I'm on Instagram and Facebook, where all the old folks are. And of course, here on YouTube. Please, you guys, while you're here, checking it out, hit subscribe. Won't take but a second. No one has to know. I won't tell anybody, I promise. But it would mean a lot to me. If you want to help share my work, that's twice the love. And I appreciate everything you guys have done for me over the years, sticking around, tolerating me, listening to me, putting up with me. And I know you're going to be back because y'all love me. But with that being said, you guys, I hope you have a great night. Great Sunday night. Tomorrow's Monday. Back to the grind. It is what it is. Hope you guys have a great week. Talk to you guys soon. And keep it evil.